the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. We are set for a good one. And off we go from Arlington. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Shuck. That one's good for 26 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. Donovan Ezaraku there to make the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Let's go. To the air is Shuck. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Shuck. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Third down, and here is Shough. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Right, 152 blue, Edo blue. Ready?
Throwing to begin is Love. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ready?
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Striker, 3-3. Green Jack. Hut.
From the gun, it's Love. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Down. Shot. Red. Red, cycle. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the left side, caught by Lamb. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 46, here's second and 5.
Ready, red, yellow, 45, white. Hut.
Love. This one complete right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Set, ready.
On the ground, here's Quinshawn Judkins. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Ready.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Set.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and that's going nowhere. awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Here we go. Set.
On the handoff, Judkins. And he's going to be brought down short of the first down by a couple of yards. Gain of 9, but it is fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Yellow, black, 95, ready.
Throwing is Love. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he will score! C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Pick by the rookie out of Penn State. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready. 10 seconds. Black ultra. Ready?
Now Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And third down coming up.
Claws red. Let's go now. 6. Mega. Blue. 32. All right. Go. White. White. Zoom black. Hut, hut.
Here's Love to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
44-yard line.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Here's 1st and 10.
Edo blue. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Set.
Now Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Okay,
We'll
right?
try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Striker, 10 black. Ready.
Now a give up the middle. Guarani brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18.
52 blue. Ready.
To throw is Love. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
Cowboys are going to be set up 1st and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
60 Fury. Blue, set, ready. Smash, red. 60 red.
Back to throw is Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Set.
They'll give it here to Judkins. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal.
Flight blue, blaster, blue, 32. Ready?
To throw is Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there. making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And the Cowboys stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. Pass is caught. It's Keandre Lambert-Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Blue. Here we go. Fury, yellow, 22. Cut.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
On 2nd down, Love. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
On play action, Love. Moving left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, huh?
Here's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd down and
He's usually
10.
such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10.
Red, black, 95. Ready.
Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we come out to the 20-yard line. Chuck looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lambert Smith. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards.
First down. A gain of 31 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
On 1st down, Chuck. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Up the middle they go. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 1st touchdown of the new year. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. He'll grab it at the 12. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
That's how it's done.
Needle blue. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
10 black.
From the gun, it's Love. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
17. Ready?
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll get about 5. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Green Jack. Black 40. Red, yellow. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Not much happening there, just a short game. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Set, hut. 10, red, 38. Blue striker. Claws red. Ready, go. Ready.
Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Set, ready. Yellow, field, black. Set.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal.
Ready, ready. Black, 95. 6, mega. Set, hut.
Throwing is Love. That one taken in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive. Now let's talk going into halftime. Changes this entire game.
Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Andy Borregales set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. 50, green.
On 1st down, it's Love. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
He's across midfield. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Flight blue, 45, white. Hut.
Love to throw it on 1st down. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle.
It's 3rd and 7.
On the double.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 40. Set.
Love to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Touchdown, Dallas. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. He'll find his man, Lambert Smith. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Broncos.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Denver.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's caught right side, it's Franklin. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And 10 at the 45-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Shuck to throw on 2nd down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Let's go. To the air is Shuck. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, it's Shuck. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Shuck. He's got room to roam. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field, simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Throwing is Shuck. Moving to his right. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. He'll take it at the 12. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready, set. Red, yellow. Let's go. You, yellow, 22. Set, huh?
Love to throw on 1st and 10. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one. Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, a give to Judkins. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
A big loss on the play.
Zach Allen. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll begin here on the ground. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
2nd and 11. Now Shuck. Look complete there by Sutton. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
13 yards.
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
The air once more. Shuck. That's to the right side and incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To the air again is Shuck. That's taken in by Franklin. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll run, and he will score again. Touchdown, Denver. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
And now, some of the new thinking. They're down 9, but they're going to go for 2 here. To throw is shut. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Andy Borregales set to kick off.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Here comes a reverse. Good coverage by the kicking team. It's out of bounds, shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Drill, 52. Down. Yellow. Drill, green. Set, huh?
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this one past the 30.
A gain of 12 yards.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
40, steal, black. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Still going. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Third down, and here is Shuck. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Donovan Izaraku. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down. They'll go, and here's Shuck. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Another try, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. That's caught. It's Lambert Smith, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before third down. They'll go play action here with Shuck. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
Blue, 32. Ready.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Here we go.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
50 red.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.